Dani, and welcome to day 1 of the Stay Home Reading Rush. I unfortunately haven't been reading yet, and that's mostly because I had to work this morning from 8 to 1 because I am lucky enough that my on-campus job has been able to move online so I can work remotely, so that's awesome, and I know that I'm incredibly lucky and incredibly privileged to say that. So after work I had to get some lunch, and then I had one of my classes at 2 o'clock where we had a Zoom meeting, so I had to be there for that, and now it's almost 3. So there's some other homework I want to get done, and I think after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading. But another interesting thing that has happened, my boyfriend just sent me a raw photo for me to edit. There's actually this photographer, his name is Adam El Makias. I'm looking at it on Twitter so I can attempt to say it correctly, but I still think I butchered it. So there's this photo that he wants me to try to edit and see what I can do. My boyfriend's a very talented photo and video editor, so he wants me to try my hand at it because I do a little bit of photo and video stuff myself because we're both film majors in college. So I'm gonna attempt to edit that photo. It's almost 8 o'clock on the first day of a readathon, and I still haven't read a single book, but it's fine. Everything is fine. I just had a bunch of homework and I wanted to try to get done because I have an assignment due on Tuesday, so I figure if I can get some done now, I can have some more time to read later. I also wanted to hop on here to say that the Reading Rush announced that they have some bookmarks for sale. It's a set of 3 bookmarks, and half the sales actually go to support indie bookstores. I love bookmarks, so of course I'm gonna go and get the set. There's also a couple of books that I want, especially for the Asian readathon that Read with Cindy is hosting next month. So I was thinking if I wanted to get any physical books, I would love to be able to support some indie bookstores. So I went and did a quick Google search, and I found IndieBound, which is a place where you can get books, and then some of the proceeds from your purchase go to help indie bookstores. As of right now, they've raised over $650,000 for local bookstores, which is awesome. And I think it's incredibly important right now to try to support indie bookstores because they're really suffering right now. So some of the books I've been looking at are Dragon Hoops by Jean Luen Yang. I probably butchered that. I'm so sorry. I have to look up the pronunciation for that. Please correct me in the comments. I saw Ariel mention this. I also saw Jessie the Reader mention this book, so it looks like a really interesting graphic novel. I also have Little Fires Everywhere in my cart because I really want to read that book. I also have The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu in my cart because I just discovered a new channel called This Story Ain't Over, and she adores this book. And I also like Marie Lu. Legend is one of my favorite trilogies, so I'm interested to see this. It's basically kind of a retelling of Mozart's life and mostly focuses on his younger sister, who is also very talented but doesn't get as much recognition because she is a woman. And then I have a couple other books in my cart. I'm not going to go through my entire cart. But I think if I'm going to purchase any books, I'll probably try to purchase them from IndieBound. I want to go take a shower in about an hour because my hair is greasy. I haven't washed it in like 3 days, but it's fine. So I think I'm going to go use this time to go ahead and read. I think I'm going to start with Hurricane Kiss by Deborah Blumenthal. I don't know too much about this book, but I did meet the author years ago at an event at a Barnes & Noble that's by me. I believe the 2 main characters meet because of a hurricane, and they have to figure out how to survive together. I think it might be like an enemies to lovers kind of situation, which really intrigues me, even though I usually don't read romance, but I do like enemies to lovers tropes. So I'm excited to go get started on this book. So I just read for about an hour and I'm on page 75 of Hurricane Kiss. I actually am really liking it. I wasn't really expecting to like it, especially judging by the kind of cringy cover, but I actually really like what's inside of this book. So I was a little bit wrong in that it's not really an enemies to lovers kind of thing. So basically, we're following these two characters. This book is actually told from two perspectives, and we switch back and forth between the two. The first character is Jillian, and she's like the editor of the school newspaper in her high school, and she's like really focused on school and whatnot. She kind of reminds me of myself in that way. And then our other character is River, and he's really, really good at football. He used to live in LA, but now lives in Houston, where the story takes place. And he's the star on the football team. He's amazing. But then we find out that there's something that happened to him. It has not been revealed yet what exactly happened. So we ended up having to go to jail, actually. I'm actually really intrigued by the two characters and their dynamic, because what happens is there's a hurricane that's coming, like a Category 5 hurricane, so really serious. So River and Jillian are next door neighbors, so her mom is a reporter and she has to stay in Houston reporting on the hurricane, and she wants Jillian to go with River and his dad to go somewhere safe. So Jillian and River kind of have a little bit of history with one another. There's like this annual picnic thing that happens at the high school, and like it's this tradition that you have to kiss someone. So River and Jillian end up kissing. But Jillian had a boyfriend at the time, and he did not like that, obviously. They've always had a strained relationship since then. So I've been liking seeing their dynamic, and I really want to know more about each of them. I like actually being in each of their heads because the author does a really good job of having a unique voice for each character, and her writing changes a little bit from each character. So I'm really liking this so far, and I might actually be able to maybe get 3/4 of the way through it by tonight. But I'm gonna go take a shower, and I will update you later. So hi again, I have taken a shower, as you can tell by my wet hair. So I've been reading Hurricane Kiss for another half hour or so. I'm a little bit over halfway through the book now. I find that I'm reading through it very quickly, which I like, and I think it's a really good start to a readathon. There is so much tension between Jillian and River, and by the way, I didn't mention in my last update, but River is such a cool name for a guy. When I went to camp when I was younger, there was a counselor that was named Forrest, and I thought that was such a cool name. I don't know, natural names for guys just sound really cool and interesting to me. But anyway, I'm really enjoying the chemistry between the two because it is quite obvious, and there's just so much tension in the air, and I just can't wait to see what happens next. And there's also so much suspense because the storm hasn't really 100% hit yet. And they also give me more details of what happened to them before, little anecdotes of them interacting before, of course, the storm and whatnot. So I'm really enjoying this book, and I think I can either finish it tonight or probably tomorrow morning. But I'm gonna stop this vlog here so I can go ahead and edit it and get it up tomorrow. So I hope you guys are enjoying your reading if you're participating, and I will see you later. Bye!